Hello, Johnny London here once again, and I start by uncovering the cabin. Right, well that's the covers off. I don't think too much water's gotten in there, so that's all good. I've got my nails, so I think the best thing to do is make a bit of hay while the sun's shining. I'll begin knocking the nails in. It's gonna be a long job. I wish I'd chosen different nails. Small taps so as not to bend the nails. The wood puts up quite a bit of resistance. I'll tell you what, my arm's still not recovered from all that pallet smashing up the other day. But I carry on regardless. Now they're all fixed really firmly in place. I'm quite happy with that. So I have a look to see if I've got enough wood left to cover the front canopy. I can certainly make a start anyway. Well, I sort of intended to just sort of do the main part of the cabin. It's called the cabin now, sort of this side of winter, and maybe sort of do that sort of little extra storage compartment bit, you know, next spring or something like that. But really, because I'm going to use roofing felt now for the roof, I need to roll that all on in one go. So obviously all the roof needs to be sort of done and dusted really. So looks like I'm going to have to break up a little bit more pallet wood now. And there it is. The ever-curious Robin has come to see what I'm doing. I've had the best of the easy woods. What's left is going to be a struggle. Of course, trying to get the woods off without breaking them is the trick, isn't it? And the ones where they're joined with those sort of in-between blocks, they're particularly hard to remove in one piece. Carefully does it. Nearly forgot I had a load on, just doing me blacks. A few t-shirts and smalls to match. The sun's very low in the sky and I've got trees and buildings around, so I'm afraid this garden really doesn't get very much sun at all. It tends to be quite damp most of the time. At least at this time of year. In the summer I don't do too badly at all. Well, I've really hit a bit of a snag here now. I just need a few more woods and they don't want to cooperate. I'm trying to sort of pry them free without breaking them, and I'm sawing them and leaving them and everything else. It's pretty slow going. But I persevere. I just need a few more bits. Nails not required. Well, I'm just putting them in what I consider to be sort of pairs, and I'll measure and see if I've got enough. A couple more there. I've got enough finally. Well, it's nearly dark, as you can see. I've lost the light now, so I'm a few slats away from finishing, but I'm going to call it now and go in because I've got all the tools to put away and my laundry, and indeed I've got a couple of phone calls to make as well, so that'll do for today. It's another day and I start by removing the covers. And soon enough, I'm back at it. This is the last couple of bits at the front. Well, that was about 180 nails, give or take, if anyone's interested. And my advice to you, if you're going to do a similar sort of thing, would be get yourself a nail gun. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to put some more bracing struts along the inside of the roof. They're not sort of really structural or anything, the roof's fine as it is, but obviously some of the woods are a bit bowed out and a bit bowed in just because of how they've been stored for the last year or two. These bits that I'm going to use, they'll just sit underneath the roof line, and I can screw them in and it'll just straighten everything out and just sort of make it look a bit sort of neater and tidier, and hopefully get that roof even a bit more level for before I put the roofing felt on it. So done one already for the inside, that's a sort of reclaimed bit. Got another one there, and then I'll find a few more bits, just do them in separate sections for the front canopy and also for that bit at the back. Couldn't be bothered to bring out the proper saw today. Or the workbench. It's been a job to know how to fix these, but in the end I just flattened a bracket out and just using it like that, it sort of fits in there quite nice and snug. I'll do a couple of screws and then I'll probably just sort of come through with nails on the other side a bit as well. Well, it's evolved a little bit as I've gone along, so what I've done is I've just quickly taken those supports back down, having marked where they were. I can drill through from the inside. I'm going to put countersinks from the outside, put the sticks back, the supports back, and then screw them all in. I think they'll make a good sturdy job of it. This has made a huge difference actually. It's really pulling all the woods in very, very nicely, and everything just feels a lot tighter and a lot firmer and just a lot better now, so I'm pleased I've gone to the trouble of screwing these in actually. That's one side done. That's made so much difference, really tighten things up. I'll have somewhere to stand when we get a few showers. Now, finally, the whole roof is done. Well, it did take a little bit longer than I thought it would just to put those last few roof slats on, and also those wood battens. But those battens have tightened things up really, really nicely. They're a bit of a faff, but well worth the extra effort. And that's pretty much it as far as the roof goes. A bit of tweaking and so on, but it shouldn't be too long before I can get the roofing felt on. And I think the weather's bound to change any time now, so that would be no bad thing. Anyway, I'm finishing a little bit earlier than usual today, so I'm going to head off down the shops and get myself a couple of beers. See you next time.